Hi, this is Eric with Tech Shop, and we're out on the road today for another visit in our Shop Profile series. At the foothills of the Rocky Mountains is where we're headed today, to Boulder, Colorado. Well known for quality and customer service, as well as their commitment to the community, is Haglin Automotive, owned by Judy and Dana Haglin. Here's Judy and Dana to tell us a little more about their business.
We have 12 lifts in the back, including. Yep.
We started out with a one-bay shop, no lifts, all by myself. Rotary phone, yeah, it was archaic. But now, 12 bays and 4 techs in the back at the moment, probably 5 soon, and 4 people up front. So we work on pretty much everything. But the bulk of it is 2005 to 2012, normal maintenance cars.
At Haglin Automotive, they are committed to the success of their technicians, and I asked what makes them successful at this.
I think a lot of the common issues that every automotive repair shop faces is the technician shortage and how you deal with that. In our minds, if you're a really good shop, you only need 4 or 5 technicians out of however many there are out there. You can find them if you're really, really going for what you need.
And the same goes for the front staff. Service writers are probably as hard, if not harder, to find than technicians.
We've been ahead of the curve. We've had bolt-on for probably 4+ years, and it really allowed us to have touchless service for all of our customers. So we text and or email the digital inspections. They can do text to pay, so they can actually just drop their keys off in the drop box. We do everything online through bolt-on, and then we put their keys in the lockbox and they pick up the car, and they never really had to come in. So that was a really great service to be able to offer everybody. I think our business is going to change a little bit, and that technology piece has put us and set us ahead and apart from everybody else.
Well, and the other thing that bolt-on's brought to that, back to the front again, is that it's made it easier for the service writers to present what's wrong with the car, because we have pictures of it. They can send that inspection report to them, they see it, and when you can see it, even if you don't know exactly the technology that you're looking at, how does that work, seeing it makes it more believable and makes it much easier for the front to present and sell that. Also, we have the University of Colorado here, and parents who are in New Jersey,
yes,
we can send the inspection to. They feel like they can be part of it, they understand it.
Industry challenges are always a topic for all of us in the automotive world, and here's a look into the challenges faced at Haglin Automotive.
One of the biggest challenges this year is the COVID thing. The ability to be able to have touchless service, that we can send those reports to them. The customer can look at what we've inspected and have that built-in trust, because there is a visual to it as well, has been one of the ways that's helped us.
So the communication with technicians can always be a challenge of what is in their purview. We have an old-fashioned magnet board, and we have the bolt-on has the workflow now to where everything is by technician, and you can actually look at whether it's in for the VHA and they're checking it out, whether we're waiting for parts, whether it's in progress, which everybody in the shop needs to know, especially as us owners. We look at the board and go, oh, wow, we know exactly where we are for the day. The one upgrade that bolt-on has just done is that on the tablets, they can actually look at their workflow in the form and in whether it needs to be checked out, and it's in order. So it really helps for them. They only have to look at the top grouping, and they know exactly if they're waiting for parts, whether it's in progress, whether they're waiting for up front if it's ready to sell or not. That has really helped the technicians know what's got to go, what has been sold, what my day is going to look like. So that has really helped them plan their day. That's been a really good communication tool.
Digital inspections are playing a bigger role than ever in this industry, and Haglin Automotive is utilizing them with a huge benefit to their business.
I'm thinking that the one biggest factor that has changed for us in the last year, truly that everybody has glommed onto, is being able to text your customers. So with bolt-on, when you get a digital inspection, you can actually text them the inspection. It has the link, and then they can look at it. It shows up on the computer that they've actually looked at the inspection. I've got customers that prefer text because they are in the middle of work or they're in the meetings and they can't, but they'll actually take that second look on their smartphone, on their wrist, and say, hey, I need to get back with that. I know it's Haglin Automotive. I can look at that. But for a majority of our customers, they have really gone to accepting and enjoying the fact that we can actually text. The other option that we have is through 360 payments. We can do the text to pay, which is all integrated in the system as well. And that's where through Bolt-On, you can pull up the report, send it via text to pay. They do it safely on their phones, send it in, and it's all taken care of.
Judy and Dana have been using Bolt-On technology at their shop, and I asked how this has helped their business.
So we've gone from one phone to about 8 phones integrated with Bolt-On technology, which they have an awesome feature that whenever the phone rings, it pops up on our computers and tells us whether it's a new customer or it's an existing customer. You can click on it, and it actually tells you how many times they've been in. You can look at history. You can look at recommended repairs, and it's an awesome tool when you know who you're talking to when the customers call in. So that's been a really awesome feature that Bolt-On does for us.
One of the mobile advantages we have, and because we have Bolt-On and all of the guys have tablets, they also are able to access all of the repair information, whether it's Aldad or Mitchell or whoever, to be able to have that right at their fingertips at the car rather than having to run to a computer and look it up and print it out or whatever. They have it right there with them. So that's actually been a big advantage.
As a whole, I asked about the benefit of digital technology.
By having the inspection and having the pictures, the service writer can see exactly what the tech was talking about. Makes it easier to translate that information to the customer along with it, that they can see it. But okay, it's got an oil leak. Well, you can see exactly where that oil leak is coming from and why it's important, because it's, you can see it rather than trying to describe it. And sometimes trying to describe something it goes back to a picture's worth 1,000 words. You can talk about it all day long and the customer still may not get it, but when they see it, they go, oh, it's a leak, I probably should fix that. Or yeah, that's really loose, we should probably fix that, send them a video. So that's helped considerably.
I asked about the customer feedback they receive on the use of digital technology.
The advantages that it gives you and the immediate trust that can build with a customer has been indescribable. One of the ways customers have responded to having that digital inspection sent to them when they drop the car off, or when we talk to them if they're not here in person, we tell them we're going to do an inspection and send it to them so that they can see it on their phone, so they're expecting it.
Wrapping things up, I asked Judy about her final thoughts on Bolt-On technology and how other shops can benefit from it.
The support for Bolt-On and what I've seen with them on any issue that we have has been great. And if there's a question up front, they have a great support feature. They log into the computer, they fix it, they go and they're able to fix the problems and get you up and going immediately.
Advice to other shop owners is, when you choose what companies you're going to go with, whether it's Bolt-On for the DVIs, and there's a number of other choices there, or any of the vendors that you use, choosing one that gives you support and is a real partner with you is very important, so that it really is a collaboration and they're as much a part of your business as you are of theirs. And that's very important to partner with people that you can depend on.